So the type 3 driver, which is otherwise called as your network protocol driver, is making use of a middleware server. So whenever we write the Java application with certain JDBC calls, so the request or the JDBC calls are taken up by this network protocol driver or the type 3 driver, which is available in the client machine, and it is going to translate those JDBC calls and pass it on to a middleware which is actually present in the server end. And this middleware server will take up the JDBC calls request from this driver and convert them into the database specific protocol. Now, in turn, whatever results are produced by the database that are again taken up by this middleware server and passes it back to the Java application. So, the type 3 driver is some driver which requires a network. So, the reason why it is called network protocol driver, because we have a client machine and we have a server machine. So this middleware is actually present in the server side. So this server is going to receive the request that has been made through the Java application, and it is responsible for translating them into the database specific protocol. So once the database understands the request, it has to produce the result which are taken up by this middleware server and send it back to the type 3 driver, which in turn received by the Java application. So coming to the advantage of type 3, so it is a platform independent driver because it is not using any native libraries just like your type 2 driver. So it is platform independent and you can use it in any operating system. And because there is a middleware server, we are allowed to use multiple databases at same point of time. So when you have a project where you require multiple databases to be connected to your application, so the type 3 driver is the best suitable one, because the middleware server is the one which can talk to the respective database. Suppose here we have one database, here we have another database. So this middleware is going to connect to them based on the request that we have made from the application. So it can support multiple databases. As a result, we can switch between the databases with ease. Now it can handle a large number of concurrent connections, because we just now said that we can have multiple databases being connected. So we can switch from one database to another database by making through some concurrent connections. And like we said, it is suitable for the large scale applications. And because we have a middleware server, we get some layer of security where the middleware is going to encrypt the data that is transmitted between the application and the middleware server. Now coming to the disadvantages. Now type 3 driver is just adding one additional overhead of the middleware layer. So earlier we did not have that. So now this middleware layer is adding some complexity to the entire architecture, and sometime it may so happen if there is any failure in the middleware, then the entire system, entire process is going to fail, because middleware server is completely responsible for translating the JDBC calls into the particular database specific calls. If it fails, then the entire process is going to fail.